everyone, it's Amanda Francis here again this week for another tip on designing a life and a business that you are beyond completely wildly obsessed with. This week's topic is so good. Really good. I'm really excited about it. I was actually riding my bike around. It's my day off, and I literally stopped my bike and hopped off and was like, I've got to talk to these people about this thing going on in my head right now. Okay, so today's topic is the big, scary four-letter word that has so many people freaked out, debt. So I get why debt can be a scary thing. You feel like you owe money here and you owe money there and you spent too much and you shouldn't have spent and you feel bad about it and you're worried about it and you're like, oh, will I ever get ahead? And you just have all these fucked up feelings around debt. But I want to give you 3 tips to help you feel better and get yourself in a better place financially, like right away. 1, stop focusing on debt with a negative energy. What we focus on expands. What we focus on grows. So if you are focusing on debt with guilt, with fear, with shame, with whatever, you are growing your debt and increasing your chances of negative, bad things happening around your debt. Does that make sense? We want to shift your focus to one of a debt mindset to one of a wealth mindset. We want to stop giving power to debt and start expanding something different, start expanding abundance. Does that make sense? So when you think of debt, no longer go into that place of, oh my God, I have so much debt. Oh my God, I'm so afraid. Oh my God, I spent too much. What is wrong with me? La, 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 la. Instead, try something different, right? Repeat after me. I am worthy of money. I am worthy of abundance. I feel my debt decreasing. I see my wealth increasing. There's always more than enough for me. There's always more coming in than going out. My debt is decreasing quickly. I feel so amazing about paying it off. I feel and see myself paying it off. Debt is no big deal. Debt has no power over me. I forgive myself for any bad financial decisions I have made, and I allow myself to move in to feeling abundant and paying off this debt. You feel better, right? You feel like it's possible to pay it off. You feel like maybe there's nothing wrong with you. You feel like maybe you can forgive yourself for any bad decision you made, right? As long as you're focusing on the debt and you're feeling bad, it's just gonna grow and grow and grow and multiply, and you're never gonna be able to focus on the feelings of having more than enough and being more than enough. And to be really honest with you, yeah, let's just be transparent. Let's just be like super crazy fucking honest. I have $200,000 in student loan debts. I chose to go to really nice schools, and I'm really proud of and excited about the schools I went to and the environment I wanted to be in and the people I wanted to be around, and I have no regrets or guilt around that $200,000. I know a lot of people that might be freaking out over the student loan debt they had, and if they were freaking out about it, they wouldn't be able to focus on abundance. If I was freaking out over that $200,000 of debt and I was just going, oh my God, my debt, oh my God, my debt, like I'll never pay it off, I wouldn't have made a $20,000 month last month. I focus on abundance, I focus on wealth, I focus on my business, I focus on feeling abundant and feeling good enough, I focus on teaching others to do the same, and I allow wealth to come to me. Debt is just some little thing in the back of my mind. Yes, I make my payments, yes, I make big payments, and yes, I feel good about making my big payments, but the debt has no power over me. I am in charge and in control of the debt. And this applies to student loans and credit card debt. I have credit card debt. I'm not very much left, but I've spent too much in the past. I've made bad decisions, whatever. And I've allowed myself to not feel guilty about it and to just begin to pay it off and feel good about paying off and see the debt decreasing and just not let it have any power in my life because it's no big deal. And another thing I really want to say about using credit cards and having credit card debt. It's not that credit cards are bad or evil or that using credit was a bad decision or that it's always a bad decision. A credit card or any other kind of loan is a choice to pay something off over time. So you have maybe made some choices with school, with car, with home, with credit cards, with whatever, to pay things off over time. And that is an okay choice. And even if it wasn't the best choice for your financial situation, you can still overcome it. You can still begin to earn more and believe in abundance and make more and pay that shit off unapologetically, knowing you're worthy, knowing you are enough. And that actually leads me into step 2. Step 2 is to make a goal. to decide how much you want to put toward debt every single month. So maybe you have a few $1,000s in credit card debt and you're like so sick of it, but right now you're focusing on it all the time and you're feeling bad about it, and every time you get any money, like any money at all, you put it there. So you can never feel abundant, you can never feel worthy, you never just choose to take care of yourself with extra money, you put it all toward the debt, right? So that's sending a message continually that there's not enough for you and you don't feel worthy of extra things, right? So I personally just make goals. So say you want this debt paid off by this certain time and you do some calculations and you're like, fine, I need to pay $600 a month. Well, that puts you in a very clear position. Now you're going to try to bring in an extra $600 a month. Maybe that's selling a course or a small package or some other kind of thing, but you're just going to believe that that money can come to you. You're going to make that payment every month, and in no time it'll be paid off, and then it ain't no thing. Then it's not something you're worried about and freaking about all the time. It's just a goal you have that you have set, and you choose to put money there all the time. So I personally have decided that I'm willing to put up to 50% of what I make every month. 50% is a good number for me because of my income. I can put 50% toward whatever kind of debt and still feel abundant, still have more than enough money, still travel, still pay my bills, and still shop a little and eat at restaurants I love, right? So my personal goal is no more than 50, because what I see happening with a lot of people and with a lot of people in my Money Mentality Makeover course is they made a lot of money. Like, they followed my steps, they brought money in, there's an extra 5,000 or 6,000 or 10,000 or something crazy happened to them and they have extra money now, but then they put it all toward debt and then they feel broke again. And then they feel like it doesn't work again. And they're like, wait, maybe I'm not abundant. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I can't bring this in. And it's crazy. So feel abundant first. Feel good enough first. Know you're worthy first. And when it comes in, don't spend it all. You know what I mean? Decide that that 600 or that 20% or whatever you decide goes to your debt, and then let it go. And no more is coming next month, and you'll do the same thing next month. Step 3. This is kind of similar to number 1 where I had you repeat some affirmations, but this is a little bit more potent, a little bit more powerful. Step 3 is to raise your vibe. Raise your energy. Like, get yourself where you feel so fucking stupid abundant that debt is the last thing on your mind, right? So this is what I do. This is what I did to bring in $30,000 in 2 months. I was in Mexico and I sat on the bed in our hotel room with my friend Haley, and we decided that we were going to focus really intently on what we wanted for 30 seconds. We were just going to focus on it and hold the vision and believe it could happen, and just get our energy and our excitement so big and so high that we were just such a magnet for that thing we were asking for, right? So it looked something like this. So we like close our eyes and she's holding her vision, I'm holding my vision, and we're just doing it together, and I'm like, this is what's going on in my head. I'm like, oh my God, I just made $30,000. I just made $30,000 in less than 2 months. Oh my God, this person paid and this person paid and this person paid and this person paid it, and it feels so good. I can't believe I made all this money. It's coming so quickly and easily. I am so supported. I am so abundant. The universe loves to support me. People love to pay me. It's coming in, it's coming in, it's coming in, it's coming in. I see it, I feel it, I know it. Everything I give is so valuable. People can't wait to pay for it. So, right? So I do that and I'm like, holy fuck, like the money is coming. Like I just feel so good and so energized that I am an energetic match for that thing I desire. I am a magnet for it. I'm a money magnet, right? So you can do that with anything. So you get yourself really excited, you hold the vision, and then anytime you start to feel negative or bad, or you're worried about your debt, or you're worried about whatever, you shift back to know it is coming. I feel it, I believe it, I see it, it is happening. And then, let's just be really, really practical. That's not all there is to it. Like, I did that exercise and then I was led to do certain things. I was led to launch my course, a course about courses, and I was led to do a free webinar. The webinar brought in like 6,000 overnight. Like, I was led to do some things that brought in the money, but that's not the most important work. To me, the most important work is energetic, when I believe I could have it. If I hadn't believed I could have it, I never would have been inspired to take those really specific actions, right? So my determination and my passion and my inspiration came first, and then later I was kind of guided on what to do, and I took some steps to bring the money in. I could go on and on and on and on and on about this issue, but I think you get it. Don't focus on debt, focus on wealth. Do whatever you need to do to get yourself seeing the debt going down and the wealth increasing, and see it and believe it, and say whatever affirmations you need to say to know that it is possible and it is happening for you, that all is well and all is working out in your favor all the time, and you are so worthy of abundance. Number 2, set a goal. Don't put all your money toward debt. That's crazy. Always spend on yourself. Always take good care of yourself. Always feel abundant. Always feel worthy. And set a goal for how much you want to put toward debt every month. Unless it just feels really, really good to you to put a big chunk of it toward debt and pay it off because you know more is coming in next month and it doesn't put you in the position of feeling the lack. We're avoiding you feeling desperate or you feeling lack. That's the drama that we don't want to do, okay? And number 3, hold the vision, raise your elevation, like raise your vibration. Just know it is coming to you. That is so powerful. That is magnetized. That will speed up the process of bringing in exactly what it is you want. Okay, so those are my 3 steps on changing your mentality around debt. Tune in next week on Sunday at 11:11 Central Standard Time for another tip on designing a life and a business that you are beyond completely wildly obsessed with. So obsessed and so excited that you can't help but tell everyone about what you do and they can't help but want to pay you. I love you. I'm here for you always. Check out more of what's going on with me at AmandaFrancis.com.